The 2-day program was a really inspiring journey for me. Learning practices such as mindful listening and mindful walking were completely new to me, and they generated this self-awareness and ability to label feelings that I haven't been able to do before in my life. And also, more importantly as well, I think giving me the opportunity to connect with the feelings of others around me. I found that very transformational.
To me, the real standout thing for people is recognizing that there's a way to bring mindfulness into their daily life that isn't separate somehow from their day-to-day experience. And so I find people often have done some kind of mindfulness program before, or have some experience, or they've read a book, or they've heard about it, but they think it's something that you have to go somewhere far away to learn about. And I think the value of SIY is we show that actually not only can you bring it to your daily life, but it's actually more effective when you're able to do it in your daily moments versus just something that you're doing on the weekends or in your spare time.
What I really liked about the 2-day program was how engaged people got in such a short period of time. I was initially very skeptical, coming from a traditional Zen background. I was like, but I remember at one point taking a step back and going, you know, I'm really deeply engaged with these people, just like as if I were on a retreat. And they're engaged with me. And then I took a further step back and said, and I'm not the only one doing that in this room. And at that point, I was hooked. I was sold.
I'm a big believer in improving the quality of life, and the program brings unbelievable skills and capabilities and places that you can grow that improve your quality of life, and by extension improves the quality of life of the people you're around based on just human interaction.
So one anecdote about me taking the course in Toronto is I was able to take it with my dad together, and he really liked it, and it was quite surprising that he would be open to something like mindfulness and emotional intelligence, and especially something that is rooted so deeply in an ancient tradition. And it resonated with him because it met him where he was at. You know, it had the robust science and all the proofs and the little exercises all kind of came together. And it got him to be really curious about it and open to it. And he since started his own meditation practice. And he's now meditating 20 minutes a day, which is amazing. And it has made a big difference to him. It's so nice to watch that.
So one of the aspects of the program that really resonates with me is the part about leading with compassion. And we had a participant recently who called that out in his feedback after the class, that he works in this role that requires him to kind of confront the difficulties both in the company and in the world. He does diversity and inclusion work, and I think he was feeling really drained. We framed that section as, you know, a potential response to empathetic burnout, and I think he was in that spot. And so when we brought it up, it just really resonated with him and felt like a tool that could help him move forward and kind of stay connected to his work without burning out. And that's also felt true for me. So I think that that's where we can, in many ways, bring the most benefit to the world around us, is when we move from the self-awareness and kind of assessing ourselves and start to look outwards and are able to actually show compassion for the world and start making a bigger impact beyond ourselves.